Meningitis, as we know, it's a disease characterized by swelling of the linings of the brain and the spinal cord. So when you have that, you now say a person has meningitis, and it's caused by a variety of organisms and chemicals, mostly by bacteria, and it could also be due to viruses and also fungus. But of particular importance for us, especially with epidemics in the country, is bacterial meningitis, and we are talking about the Neisseria meningitidis. There are various serogroups of this. We have A, B, C, W, X, and Y. We also have streptococcus pneumonia and Haemophilus influenza. The thing about cerebrospinal meningitis is that it's a very deadly disease, and if not treated, it can kill up to 50% of patients who have this. And even for those who survive it, about 10 to 20% of them will have disabilities such as brain damage, hearing loss, and other disabilities among those who survive. Meningitis is an airborne disease, and it passes from one person to the other through the air. So it's about close contact to people who have meningitis. The period in which a person who has meningitis can pass it to another person ranges between 2 to 10 days, which we call the incubation period. And it comes with symptoms which first of all starts with fever, headache, some have, then it now moves on to neck stiffness, and some will have vomiting. Other people will have sensitivity of light, but this may not be so common among children, which means that people who don't like to see the sunlight or any bright area. And when it gets more severe, some will have altered consciousness, which means they will not be very coherent in their speech and how they relate with others. The very last end of it is coma, in which that person is totally unresponsive, and in most cases will die at this point in time. For infants also have these symptoms, but because of their age, they may not exhibit some of the symptoms I highlighted earlier. But one key thing about for infants, especially those below 1 year, for which mothers will know, the frontal part of the head here, which we call the fontanelle, for those in which is not yet closed, it bulges. So they will see that the fontanelle, instead of it being flat, they will see some bulging. Then because children can't talk, some of them would react by crying excessively, high-pitched cry, which is usually more than what is expected, and refusal to feed. The thing about meningitis is that it's very fast. So once the symptoms start, patients need to go to the health facility quickly so that they can be treated.